Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Citizen channel. We have our regular feature. That was the week that was. It's a family friendly City fan quiz. 21 questions, 10 on the Fulham game on the 13th of March, about the game and about Fulham and Fulham City connections, and another 10 questions on Borussia Monchengladbach, played on the 16th of March. Again, 10 questions connected with Monchengladbach or both clubs, and there will be a wild card question halfway through as well. So we've got got more of a history one today as a wild card question, so that'll be thrown in as well. Please, if you're new to this channel and you enjoy these little things, these little quizzes, do City past, City history, City present, or City magazine vlogs, loads of stuff, please push that subscribe button. Please help me I'm trying to get to 800 by the end of March 2021, and I'm trying to get to about 1,000 by the end of the football season. But I'm pushing it a little bit, but I'm optimistic, and if you can help me out, that'd be fantastic. And please, if you do enjoy what we do, please push that notification button as well, so you get to know when these little videos are coming out. If you check my playlist as well as the City stuff, you'll also see stuff for film and TV. I do little film reviews, TV drama reviews. So if you want to have a little rest from football, which seems to be all the time at the moment, isn't it? It's never ending, but if you want to have a little rest for it, have a look at my film and TV channel, have a look what I'm doing on there. There's little quizzes on there, there's information, vlogs, etc. on there as well. If you're not interested in that, don't worry about it. Loads of football stuff. Please, if you follow and friend me on Facebook and Twitter, I do check every 3 or 4 days, and follow and friend everyone back on there as well. More the merrier. And any comments on City, on these matches, or anything to do with City, just leave us a comment. It's nice to get input from yourselves out there. And of course, if you don't have time to leave us a comment, just give us a little thumbs up. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Just to show you sort of like what we're trying to do here. I try and keep things sort of live. I try and do things perhaps other City fan channels don't do. You know, I don't really want to regurgitate what they're all doing, you know, copying each other. I'd rather do some sort of perhaps not as popular stuff, but stuff that obviously is a little bit different. I don't want to be the same as everybody else, put it that way. So hopefully you enjoy anyway. Right, so yeah, this quiz, you can do it in your own time, or you can pause it as and when you want to think about questions. Have a pause. I mean, you don't have to Google anything. I'll give you the answers at the end. I think there's about 26 points up for grabs today in the 21 questions, so there's some multiple answer questions as well. As I say, it's at all ages. Kids can do this, from from 9 to 90 can do this, or from 5 to 50 even, if you don't feel as though you're going to get to 90, but there you go. Anyway, join me. As I said, if you want to do it in normal time, I will leave a little bit of a gap as well, so you can sort of test yourself that way as well, see if you can come up with the answers fairly quickly. Right, we'll start with the Fulham game. So the first 10 questions are going to be on the Fulham game on the 13th of March. So we're back to our winning ways now with these quizzes. We did all right until the United one come up, didn't we? But we're back to winning ways now. So here we go. Question 1. This is all about the Fulham game at Craven Cottage now on the 13th of March. Fulham, who is officially registered as Fulham's owner? Is it Shahid Khan? Is it Genghis Khan? Is it Shaka Khan, or is it the Aga Khan? So who is officially registered as Fulham's owner? Shahid Khan, Genghis Khan, Shaka Khan, or the Aga Khan? There you go. So which Khan is it? Question 1, nice easy one to get you going there. Question 2, spot the ball. There we go. He's obviously fired that ball in, hasn't he? But fires it in, doesn't he? But is the ball at A, B, C, or D? So where is the ball? Can you tell? Is it where they're looking? Not always where they're looking. So spot the ball. Where's the ball? A, B, C, or D? Question 3, City's biggest defeat. If you watch my preview shows, if you don't, you may know this anyway. You don't need to watch my preview shows. All the information's out there to find out. Yeah, City's biggest defeat at Craven Cottage came in the 1984-85 season in the Canon League Division 2. We got beat 5-1 that day. But who was the manager? So who was the manager when we got beat 5-1 back in 1984-85? Perhaps one for the older guys, that one, but you do this quiz against against each other or as a combination. Doesn't make any difference if you want to work as a team. If I was doing it with my lad was younger, I would do it and perhaps do it as a team and see if he could come up with the answer, and if he couldn't, I would. But it's up to you. So who was City's manager in that 84-85 defeat in the Cannon League, Division 2? Question 4. Yep, there we go. That's quite an easy one. I've even left a bit of his hair on there so you can tell. You can probably tell who it is. So who's that guy there? I left a little bit of his hair so you can you probably get that one nice and easy. There's a few players it can't be, put it that way. So who is it? Question 5. Yep, here's a link now. A link between City and Fulham. So who was at City between 1972 to 1976 and was at Fulham previously between 1962 and 66, and then after City between 1976 and 77. So if I do it in order, who links City and Fulham? Is at Fulham from 1962 to 66, at City from 72 to 76, and back at Fulham between 76 and 77, or 76, 77, probably a season, wasn't it? So who's the guy? What name am I looking for who links the two clubs? Question 6. There we go. Yeah, the starting 11 and the subs bench for the Fulham game. I mean, it's obviously I'd probably struggle with this one now. It's been a few days since that game. Who's missing? So who's missing from the starting 11? Who's been blanked out? And who's missing from the subs bench? So have a look at that. See if you can remember. You think they're going to be easy, those, but they never are. Even me, who I put them together, I forget. So, then again, I've not got great memory. So I've got 2 points there. Question 7, a true or false question. Yeah, it's true or false question, this one. Sergio's penalty, he scored it, yippee. If you're looking from the keeper's perspective, went to the right of the keeper from the keeper's viewpoint. So is that true or false? So it went to his right. So as you're the goalkeeper, Sergio's penalty went to his right. Is that true or false? So think of being the goalkeeper rather than Sergio's perspective. We want it from the goalkeeper's perspective. That's question 7. Is that statement true or false? Question 8, here we go. You get your brains in gear with this one. A lot of people told me they struggle a little bit on this one. I probably did. I'm not too bad now that I've been doing these for a few weeks. I get to know the squad numbers now. It's something I struggled with previously. Shirt maths, yeah. Who, in that picture there of the players, who has the highest squad number? So you got your City players. So who's got the highest squad number in that little group of players? That's probably an easier one than perhaps some weeks. Have a think. Don't give up on it. Just have a think. That was question 8. Yeah, question 9. We've got a missing word in the headline round. So we've got a headline after the Fulham game. And the headline there reads, "It's heaven blank for faultless City as Pep stretches lead at the summit." So what's the blank? What's the word we're looking for? It's heaven blank for faultless City as Pep stretches lead at the summit. That's question 9. The younger ones might struggle on that. I don't think that's too much of a clue, but certainly guys of my age should be okay with it. If there are any watching, old like me, that is, out there. I know there's 1 or 2 because you've told me. That was question 9, right? Question 10, the last question on the Fulham City game. Who fired in the free kick, or the assist, basically it turned out to be, from which Stones scored City's opener? Excuse me, I'm just have a little drink. I had the jab a couple of days ago and it's just brought on a little bit of a cold, but it's sort of going now, thankfully. Touch wood. I better touch wood and say things like that. So who fired in that free kick? Right, question 11. This is just one from the past. A wild card question. There you go. An image on screen. Fantastic image. Fantastic player for City. And I'm sure older guys like me will have no trouble with that one. Some of the younger ones might struggle, but I doubt it because he's such a legend at City. So who's that? Who's that guy there? Absolute City legend. That's question 11. That's our wild card question. Right, so there's 12 points up for grabs in that lot. See how many of that 12 points you got out of those first 11 questions. Right, on to the Borussia Monchengladbach, getting the home game, which was played in Budapest, of course. Makes sense, doesn't it? Question 12 now. True or false? So is this true or false? Bayern Munich then. Borussia Monchengladbach are twice winners of the European Cup, which of course was the forerunner of the Champions League. Is that true or false? Borussia Monchengladbach are twice winners of the European Cup, the forerunner of the Champions League. Is that true or false? Question 13. Yeah, who's that? Who's that on the ball there? Some of these are easier than others, aren't they? Who's that on the ball in action there against Borussia Mönchengladbach? That's question 13. So it's obviously someone who started the game. So you've got a chance of one from 11, and you can probably knock some other people out of the equation as well, can't you? So it's like a guess who, isn't it? It narrows it down a little bit. It's question 13. There we go. Question 14. Here you go. Which English club or English club's fans have a big buddy best of mates friendship with Borussia Mönchengladbach fans going back to the 1970s, whereby fans of both clubs even travel occasionally to watch each other and give each other support. So which English club are the best buddies with Borussia Mönchengladbach fans? And it dates back to the 70s, this friendship. So who do you think it will be? That's question 14. Question 15, yeah, we got a missing word round, but it's a tweet this time. It's a KDB tweet after the Borussia game, Mönchengladbach game. What's the missing word in his tweet? He's got next blank is that way. So is it, I'll give you options, next blank is that way. Is it next beer is that way? Is it next pass is that way? Is it next ball is that way? Or is it next round is that way? So we've got 4 options. Is it beer, pass, ball or round? What's the missing word? The next blank is that way. So what did Kevin say on his tweet? Question 15. Question 16. Here we go. Yeah, we've had 4 European meetings with Borussia Mönchengladbach. 1 in the old UEFA Cup and 3 on this new Champions League setup. So 3 managers have been involved. 3 City managers have been involved in this. Can you tell me the 3 City managers that are involved in the previous 4 European meetings with Borussia Mönchengladbach? I'll give you a clue. One was in the late 70s. Something I've even covered the guy up there, so you can't see him. You probably know anyway, but obviously the other 2 were more recent in the last 5 or 6 seasons. So which 3 managers? I think you can get one of them straight away, can't you? So which 3 managers have managed City in their 4 European meetings with Borussia Mönchengladbach? It's question 16. So 3 points up for grabs. 3 managers' names I'm after. Yeah, question 17. There we go. Spot the ball, of course. Fantastic goal by Gundo and a fantastic pass by Foden, wasn't it? But yeah, he sort of passes it home, doesn't he? Passes it into that far corner. Taken really well. But where's that ball going now? Is it A, B, C or D? Where is it? Spot the ball. A, B, C or D? All right, question 18. Yeah, Borussia Mönchengladbach are affectionately known as the what? The Thoroughbreds, the Mares, the Stallions, or the Foals. So all horsey connections. Are they known as the Thoroughbreds, the Mares, the Stallions, or the Foals? I have heard them called, I'm not going to include it in this, but it's definitely not the Colts. I have seen that, but I don't think it is the Colts. I think that was wrong when I saw that on the internet somewhere. So is it the Thoroughbreds, the Mares, the Stallions, or the Foals? I was going to give the Colts as one of the options as well, but I thought no, because some of you might have seen that, and it'd be unfair to put that in. It'd be a bit of a trick. So which one of those 4 are they affectionately known as? Question 19. Yeah, there we go. We've got the lineups there for the Mönchengladbach game. A little bit nearer, if you watch, depending when you're watching this, of course, but it might be a bit clearer in the mind. So who's missing from the starting 11? And who's missing from that massive bench? I mean, they need long benches in the Champions League, don't they? They need a row, like a big bus to get everyone on the bench on that one, don't they? Especially with the 2 metres apart rule as well. So who's missing? Who's missing from the starting 11 and who's missing from the bench for the Borussia Mönchengladbach game? So that's 2 points up for grabs. So question 20, have a little think on this one. There's 5 points up for grabs here. So I'm only after one half of the equation though. Pep made 5 substitutions during, he went mad, didn't he? I think he's got a bit of a fever. Pep made 5 substitutions in this game, but which 5 players were replaced? Not who came on, but which 5 players were taken off. So think if you can think of the 5 players taken off. I'll tell you who replaced them when I'll give you the answers in a bit, but just name me the 5 players that was subbed off the pitch against Borussia Monchengladbach. Question 20. I'll give you a little bit of time to think on that. I say if you want to pause it and have a think, have a do. But if you're trying to do it in normal time, I'll still leave you enough time to write 5 names down. So Pep made 5 substitutions. Which were the 5 players that came off the pitch? Not who came on, who went off. Right, question 21. Shirt maths again, just to finish off. Now your brains are all active and lively. Got a Borussia Mönchengladbach player there, haven't we? Number 25. But what total do you get to if you subtract that number 25 from the total of the 5 City players shown in the image? So there's 5 City players there, all got squad numbers. You add those 5 players' squad numbers together. Take off 25, the Borussia Mönchengladbach player that's shown in the middle of all the lot. And what number do you get? A little bit of maths for you, and just to tell you now, I had to do this twice because I did it last night while I was after the game, while I was sort of ready to go to sleep, obviously, and I got it wrong, so I just re-added it up today and found out that obviously I had to redo it again. So and that's me knowing the numbers. So hey, you've got no chance. So get your brain in gear, have a think on that one. So subtract the 25 from the 5 City players' squad numbers total. And what number do you get? So there's 29 points up for grabs. Sorry, my apologies, not 26. So you can get a total of 29 points if you get all 21 questions right and all the, obviously, multiple answer questions right in this one. If you get more than 15, well done you, because I've probably struggled to get 15, to be honest with you. Yep, right, there you go. Shirt maths is the last one. We'll leave that one there. And if you've not worked it out now, just have a wild guess. You never know, you could be right. Here we go. So back to the answers now. Fulham, of course, on the 13th of March. Who is officially registered as Fulham's owner? Yeah, I mean, it's not Genghis Khan, is it? No, I don't think it's a different nationality. Shaka Khan probably is as well. And as far as the Aga Khan's concerned, I have no idea if he's the same nationality. But yeah, it's that gentleman there with the wonderful, wonderful moustache, isn't it? A fantastic, what they used to call it, where they curl them up, don't they? So that's Shahid Khan. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, mate. All credit for that moustache. So Shahid Khan was the answer we were looking for. And question 2, of course, there we go. A, B, C or D. Yeah, I mean, was it following the eyes? Did it look where it should do? Well, anyway, if you come up with D, you're going to give yourself a point for that. The answer for spot the ball is D there. Question 3, yeah, City's biggest defeat, Craven Cottage, 84-85, Cannon League Division 2. Of course, there he is at the end of the team squad image that day. Of course, Billy McNeil was the manager that day with that shocking defeat. Not very good, was it? 5-1 at Fulham. And Mr. Gordon Davis got a hat-trick, didn't he? He was a City fan as a kid. There you go. Just shows you, doesn't it? You never know. You never know, do you? That's question 3. Question 4. Who's that? Yeah, who's got hair? I think we left the hair on there. It's obviously we need him in the middle, don't we? Everyone needs John Stones in the middle. I thought I'd leave his hair on there. I know it's quite easy anyway, but that sort of summed it up, really, didn't it? He's got a totally different hairstyle to any of the other guys around him there, I think. Question 5, yeah, of course, who links City and Fulham? Still a lot of love for City, even though he wasn't treated fantastically while he was at our club. Still a lot of love for City out there when you go and look at him on Twitter and stuff. A lot of positivity about City, which is nice. Not all our ex-players do that. Of course, we're talking the wonderful, fantastic Rodney Marsh, weren't we? He was... Obviously, he was at Fulham from 62 to 66 and from 72 to 76. And he was actually back on loan. He was actually at Tampa Bay Rounders in 76-77, but he actually was officially loaned back to Fulham for that season. So even though he wasn't officially on Fulham's books, he was actually loaned back for a part of the season anyway in 76-77. So, of course, it's Rodney Marsh. Oh, Rodney, that we were looking for on that one. Question 6, missing from the starting 11 and subs bench. Yeah, they do get harder these as time passes. Yeah, Mendy's missing from the starting 11. Yeah, I thought I'd put that on. He doesn't play that often these days. And of course, Mr. Zinchenko is the guy missing from the subs bench. So give yourself 2 points if you got both those, or just one if you only got one of them. Question 7, it's true or false. Sergio's penalty went to the right of the keeper. From the keeper's viewpoint, that's absolutely true. He went as I'm the keeper, I went that way. And Sergio obviously went to the left, but as far as the keeper's concerned, it went to the right. So that statement I made was absolutely true. Give yourself a point if you said true. And shirt maths, of course, who's got the highest squad number? Yeah, of course, it's Benjamin, isn't it? Benjamin Mendy was 22. Is by far the highest on that image of the City players there. So Benjamin Mendy it is. Question 9, the missing word in the headline. Yeah, this is a bit for older guys. This, I think, kids would have really struggled. It's heaven blank for faultless City as Pep stretches lead at the summit. Well, of course, it's Heaven 17. Yes, it used to be a pop group for all you kids who have never heard of it. If you're saying who the hell's what the hell's Heaven 17? Yeah, it used to be a group back in the day. So there you go. It's Heaven 17 for faultless City as Pep stretches lead at the summit. Question 10, the last question on Fulham. Of course, who fired in that free kick? I think someone else was stood over it, wasn't they? I can't remember who it was. Was it Foden? I can't remember who was stood over it now. Anyway, it was Cancelo, wasn't it, who fired it in? It was someone else. Was it Zinchenko stood over it? I'm not too sure. No, he wasn't playing, was it? I don't know. Anyway, it was the answer I was looking for was Cancelo, who fired in the free kick from which Stones scored City's opener. And the one from the past, of course, there's the wonderful Mick McDoyle, wasn't it? A young McDoyle there from his early years at City, of course. So that's Mike Doyle, or Mike Doyle was the answer I was looking for. I always call him Mike Doyle. I don't want to get Mick Mick Doyle. That was just part of the song. That was just the song. Mike didn't sound right in that song. So there you go. So there's 12 points for that first 11 questions. On to the second part, the Borussia Monchengladbach game. True or false, Monchengladbach are twice winners of the European Cup? Well, it's false, yeah, of course they were twice winners. I do notice they have 2 little stars, but obviously they were twice winners of the UEFA Cup, not the forerunner of the Europa League, although it's far harder to win than the Europa League and a far better competition than the Europa League ever is. But yeah, it was actually UEFA Cup they won twice. They actually were runners-up in 1976-77 in the European Cup against a certain team we won't mention, who might feature in a little while. But yeah, so that was false, the statement. It was the UEFA Cup they've won twice, not the European Cup. So give yourself a point if you said said false on that one. And who dat on the ball, of course, it's my buddy, my best buddy, Duracell, isn't it? Bernardo Duracell Silva. Fantastic. Who dat on the ball? Like a little bunny running around that pitch, isn't he? Question 14. Yeah, there we go. We got back to this, didn't we? Which English clubs fans have a big buddy friendship with Borussia Monchengladbach? I mean, they used to beat them all the time. That's probably why Liverpool fans made friends with them, I suppose. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's of course Liverpool, isn't it? Liverpool have a big, still have a buddy. I think they sing You'll Never Walk Alone, Borussia Monchengladbach, now before games, etc. They certainly used to. I don't know if they still do it, but yeah, there's a link in with those two sets of fans dating back to when they used to play each other every season, basically, when Monchengladbach were probably a far better unit than they are now back in the 70s. So Liverpool was the answer we were looking for there. It's nice to know we got some friends anyway, isn't it? Question 15, yeah, the missing word in the tweet round, KDB. Yeah, was it beer, pass, ball, or round? Well, it actually was next round is that way, but it didn't mean a round of beer, unfortunately. It was on about the next round of the Champions League. But yeah, so it was a close one, wasn't it, between beer and round, I suppose. But yeah, the next round is that way. Round was the answer, the word I was looking for. So give yourself a point if you got that. And question 16, of course, there they go. The 3 City managers. Obviously, Pep was an easy one. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, is it? But the other 2, of course, was Tony Buck back in 1978-79. There you go. Just there he is. Be an image on screen as well. And there's the gentleman on the front of that Borussia Mönchengladbach programme. 78, 79. Of course, the other one was Mr. Pellegrini, wasn't it, in 2015, 16. Yeah, he's not that old. I mean, 1915, 16. Yeah, in the 2015-16, that was Pellegrini was the other manager. So Tony Butt, Pellegrini and Pep, obviously, the three managers. Give yourself a point each if you got all three. 2 if you got 2, 1 if you got 1. And 17, spot the ball, yeah, Gundogan passes it into the goal, doesn't he? Superb goal, and it's obviously letter C we're looking for there. Just follow his eyes, watch the ball, it's going in. I mean, it's a couple of those it probably couldn't have been because it was low down, wasn't it? But there you go. The answer I was looking for was C on spot the ball. And there we go, yeah, Borussia Monchengladbach, affectionately known as, no, not the Thoroughbreds, no, not the Mares, no, not the Stallions, no, not even the Colts, who have said I've seen that on the internet, affectionately known as the Foals, yeah, and they sort of earned this nickname because they're due to their low average player range or age, if you like, and also their carefree and successful play. There you go. There's some journalist nicknamed them that because of that. Very, very good, these Germans, aren't they? I mean, they got some great, unusual sense of humour and look at things, haven't they? But yeah, the nickname I was looking for here was the Foals, F-O-A-L-S. So there you go. That's their affectionate horsey name. Nice image of a horse on the screen there, wasn't there? Yeah, who's missing from the lineup for the Monchengladbach game? Of course, it was Gundogan from the starting 11. That's probably an easier one. And of course, he's back, isn't he? The first time I put him on a team sheet, if you like, for a while. Mr. Nathan Aki, of course. So Aki was missing from the subs bench for that Champions League game against Monchengladbach. So that's question 19. And question 20, yeah, here we go. Well, we needed 5 players' names here, didn't we? 5 subs. Which 5 players were replaced? Of course, Rodri and Cancelo were replaced by Fernandinho Zinchenko. So that's Rodri and Cancelo. Gundogan and Diaz, so that's the 2 names I was after, were replaced by Sterling and Laporte. And of course, Bernardo, so that's the other name. So that's Rodri, Cancelo, Gundogan, Diaz, and Bernardo. And Bernardo was replaced, of course, by Aguero. So if you got the 5 or any machination of that 5, you got 4, you got 3, you got 2, whichever it is, give yourself the points for that. And the last one. Yeah, shirt maths, as I say, I did get this wrong. I had to redo it when I looked at this. I thought I better check this before I put it out there. So, yeah, you got Edison 31, haven't you? Plus Walker 2, so there's 33. Plus Rodri 16, that's 49. Plus Cancelo 27, so that's 76. Plus Diaz 3, 79. So take your 25 off it, the Borussia Monchengladbach player. 25 off 79, I think, because my maths is 54. I think I had it as 25 off 80 when I did it originally, making it 55. But no, the answer's 54. So 31 plus 2 plus 16 plus 27 plus 3 minus 25 equals 54. I'm not going to double check it. If I'm wrong, point it out. Just give yourself a point if I'm wrong, because I'm not checking it again. I'd say I was fairly sure I was right when I did it first time, but I'm just seeing numbers now. So there you go, 29 points. How did you do? Let me know how you did with this. As I say, I think for next season, if I'm still here and I'm still doing these sort of things, you're still enjoying them, start getting little prizes for these as well. Little prize on offer occasionally for these little quizzes and stuff. And obviously get to that 1,000 subscribers. Let's have a little fun with it. Let's have a bit more fun with it and say just for fun anyway. I'm not going to say whoever get the highest scores, because I won't believe you lot to tell me the truth anyway. But we'll figure out a way of doing it anyway. So that's 29 points. Let me know what you get, please let me know what you scored, and don't be embarrassed. As I said, I would have been lucky to get 15, to be honest with you, and I did the questions, so it doesn't mean anything. That's just how it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that was the week that was covering the Fulham and Borussia Monchengladbach games. If you did, please tell your friends. As I said, let them know about these little things. I always try and do something a little bit different. I might be doing another little quiz, just a slightly different one as well in the future. Certainly during the close season, there'll be some more like guess the grounds and guess the players, all different teams, not just City and stuff like that. So there'll be plenty more little quiz things to come over the coming months. So hope you enjoy. Anyway, thanks for watching. What we're going to do this day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other until we meet here again on the Citizen channel. Or perhaps have a flick across, have a look at my film and TV channel. If you want to have a rest from football, which I think we all need sometimes, don't we? Especially at the moment, please do so. Thanks for watching. Come on, City. See you all again soon. Bye bye.